Good morning everybody and welcome to this Pilates at home session. We're going to start off lying down this morning. So lying on your mat, find length in the back of the neck. So pressing the back of the neck into the mat, resting your arms down by your side. Bring the feet out a little wider and allow your knees fall into each other. Palms up towards the ceiling, close the eyes over and just focus on your breath here. So no engagement in the tummy muscles, breathing deeply into the belly, in through the nose if you can, filling up as much as you possibly can and exhale out through the mouth with the HA sound. Breathing in, filling up completely, allowing that breath to reach the lower tummy, maybe even the hips and the pelvis, and exhale out. Let go on every level. Just staying here for 2 more breath cycles, breathing in, filling up, and breathing out, letting go. Last one, breathe in, and breathe out, let it go. Widening the knees now, bring the feet in so they're hip width apart. Stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep the arms down by your side here. Just point and flex through the foot. So you can have a soft bend in the knee if you have any knee problems or tight hamstrings. Squeeze through the toes and separate through the toes as well. Start to circle through the ankle, feeling it in the calves, in the shins, and then change direction. Now point and straighten through that right leg as much as you possibly can. Make sure the outside of that left foot is in line with the outside of the left hip. Keep the palms facing up, just press the lower back into the floor. Turn your right knee out towards your right shoulder and start to circle through that right hip joint. So one leg circle on this side. The leg doesn't have to be poker straight, especially if you have any knee problems or hip problems. Just make sure that there's no movement coming from the rest of the body. So no movement from the right side. Make sure that lower back is pressed into the floor and that you're not pushing into that left foot as well. Breathing in, opening out. Exhale back through the center. Breathe in and breathe out. Now change direction on this side. So no big movements, very small circles, warming up through the hips. Isolating through that right hip joint. Inhale and exhale. So starting to zip up through your tummy muscles now if you haven't already. Finding that Pilates engagement, your 30% lift or contraction. And now place the hands to the back of the right leg. Bend your right knee into your chest and then as you exhale, flex and stretch it out. Breathing in. Keep the toes pointed if you can. Exhale, stretch and lengthen. Breathing in, bend in. And exhale, stretch and lengthen. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. You're going to bend that right knee out to the right. Rest the outside of the right ankle on that left thigh. This may be enough of a hip stretch for you, but if you want to go that bit further, you're going to lift up through that left leg. And you can slip your hands to the back of the left leg and straighten out through the left leg to feel an extra stretch here. Press the lower back into the floor, add a rock if you want, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. That left foot is completely relaxed. And then slowly bend through the left knee, lower the foot to the floor, uncross and switch sides. So the outside of your right hip is in line with the outside of the right foot. We're going to straighten that right or left leg up towards the ceiling and point and flex through the foot, squeezing through the toes, getting movement into that left side. Keep the lower back pressed into the floor to protect your lower spine and engage through the core if you can. Now, so breathing in and breathing out. Circle through that left ankle and then change direction. Go the other way. Keeping the arms down by your side. Turn the left knee out slightly for one leg circle on this side and start to isolate through that left hip. So think of that ball and socket joint circling around, breathing in and breathing out. Warming up the left side, warming up that left hip, opening out through the left hip joint. Maybe close the eyes or soften the gaze and bring your attention to your lower back. Make sure that there's no lift as you circle, so that lower back stays firmly pressed into the floor. Draw your attention to that right foot. Are you pushing into the right foot? Or can you soften the stance? So just soften through that right foot. Breathing in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Now change direction, go the other way. Inward rotation of this left side or left hip. And remember, you can bend through the knee if you need to, as long as there's no movement from the knee or the ankle and you are isolating through that left hip joint. Now place the hands to the back of the left leg. Bend the knee in, point through the toes. Exhale, stretch, keep the toes pointed. Straighten through the leg. Breathe in, bend in. And breathe out, stretch and straighten. Breathe in, bend in. Hugging in here and exhale, stretch and straighten one more time. Now bend your left knee out to the left. Rest the ankle just above that right knee. Again, this may be enough of a hip stretch for you. You're opening out through that left hip, but if you want, you can slip your hands to the back of the right leg. Press the left ankle into that right thigh, and you can go that bit further by straightening through the right side of the right leg. You may notice that you're tighter on one side here, and gently add that rock from side to side if you want. And release. We're going to draw the two knees into our chest now, hugging the knees in, hands to the backs of the legs, rocking from side to side, feeling the massage on the base of the spine. Adding a reverse curl here. So you can cross through the ankles or straighten the legs slightly, but make sure there's no movement in the legs when you're doing it. Arms are down by your side, palms are on the floor this time. Breathe in, you're going to try and lift the hips, and exhale, lower. So it's a very small movement here, but it's very effective. You'll feel it in the lower tummy muscles, a stretch in the lower back as well. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Breathe in as you lift and breathe out as you lower. Add a pause if you can. So you're going to lift, hold, and then lower down. Now, you may not be able to get any part of your back off the floor, and that's okay too. Even the movement or trying, that effort of doing it, you're engaging and working the lower tummy muscles. And you will get a stretch in the spine as well, so adding mobility into it. So breathing in, we're lifting, add that pause if you can, exhale as you lower. Breathe in, lifting just the tail, the sacrum, the base of your spine, exhale, lower down, two more. Breathe in, we lift and hold. And breathe out, we lower. Last one, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Bring the 2 feet to the floor, knees and feet are hip distance apart. Find length in the spine if you've lost it. Press the lower back into the floor. Breathe in, right leg comes into tabletop. Exhale, lower it down. Left leg comes up. Again, soften the stance in the feet. So the feet are lightly placed on the floor. You're not pushing into the feet. Inhale as you lift, and exhale as you lower. Breathe in as you lift, and exhale as you lower. We're going to bring the upper body into it now. If you want, or if you need to, you can keep the upper body on the floor and continue this. So we're going to lift the upper body, arms in that 100 position. You're lifting and lowering. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in, lift up. Notice if you're pushing into that foot that's on the floor, and don't. So we're going to add to it again. So you're going to point through the toes and only place the toes on the floor. So you'll feel the tummy muscles starting to work that bit harder. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Breathe in and breathe out. Speed it up. Now, major fail here is you start to kick out through the legs. So you want to isolate through those hips. There's no movement in the knees. The knees are locked into that angle. So you're going to feel it in the tummy and not in the knees. Inhale. And exhale. If you need to support the head, if you have a weak neck, you can place your hands into a sit-up position. But try and just stretch with those fingertips, keeping the chest and the shoulders back and down. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale out. Last two here. And one more breath cycle. And relax. Feet come to the floor. Bring your heels as close to your hips as possible. If you've a weak lower back, move them further away for shoulder bridge. So long stance, long spine. Breathe in, press the lower back into the floor. Breathe out, push with the feet and peel the hips up off the floor. Inhale at the very top, squeeze through those sit bones. As you exhale, release the spine down vertebrae by vertebrae. So bring it down slowly, controlled, relax the hips into their natural shape at the very end. Feel the lower back lift slightly. Breathe in, press that lower back down. Breathe out, push with the feet. So trying not to skip steps, come up really slowly, peel the spine up. So you'll find yourself, the pressure is in the shoulders at the top. Inhale in your shoulder bridge. As you exhale, release the spine down. So think upper back, mid spine, lower back. Release the hips, feel them go into their natural shape or position. Breathe in, we press down. Breathe out, push up. Squeezing through the glutes. Feel it in the hamstrings and the backs of the legs and the glutes, the bum. Inhale at the very top. Breathe into the rib cage. The core is engaged. And then exhale, release down slowly. Trying to separate the vertebrae as you come down. Adding extra mobility here. Release the hips into their natural shape. Breathe in, press the lower back down. Notice how your head moves further away from the midline. As you exhale, you push and lift up. At the very top, breathe into the rib cage. Keep the core strong. And exhale, release the spine down slowly, upper back, mid or thoracic spine, and then your lumbar, your lower back, your hips. And as your lower back lifts, feel the head being drawn closer to the midline. Let's do one more. Breathe in, press the lower back down. Breathe out, push and lift up, peeling the spine up. Inhale at the very top, feel a lovely stretch in the front of the body. And exhale, release the spine down slowly, controlled. Relax the hips at the very last second. Draw your right knee into your chest for one leg stretch. The left hand comes to the inside of the right knee. Your right hand is always closer to the ankle on the outside. Reason being, when you push the hands in this position, there's no movement in that hip. If you change the hands, you'll be able to move your hip. So there's less chance of injury with the hands placed like this. You're going to straighten that left leg up towards the ceiling to start with. Keep the head on the floor if you want. Breathe in, hug. Breathe in, switch. Left hand comes lower, right hand to the inside of the left knee. Inhale and exhale. Now step it up. So you're going to lift the head and the chest, start to lower those legs down. Imagine you're pushing your foot through something resistant, like treacle or honey. Breathe in, hug in twice. Breathe out, hug in twice. Breathe in, squeeze, squeeze, stretch away with that opposite leg. And exhale as you squeeze and squeeze. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. So you're improving your breathing as well. Trying to breathe in for longer and exhale out for longer. Inhale, filling up as much as you possibly can, and then exhale out, squeezing out. That last bit of breath is going to help activate your inner tummy muscles. Last time, breathe out and relax. Hug the knees in, gently rock from side to side here. We're going to roll up into a seated position. So take a deep breath in, breathe out, rock up. So first rolling exercise is normal rolling back. Hands are on your shins. You're pulling your knees in towards your face. You're lifting the feet up off the floor. Tuck in through the chin. Inhale, allow yourself to rock back. Exhale, bring it up. Breathe in, roll. And breathe out, bring it up. Easier version of rolling if you struggle. Place the hands to the backs of the legs. Trying to come up with your breath and your core rather than your legs helping you up. So a lot of times when people are doing rolling exercises, their legs kick out like this and they find it hard to come up. That's your legs helping you up. So see if you can take your arms away from it. Breathe in, roll, and exhale, come up. You'll feel it more in the tummy muscles. But if you struggle to even get back up, work on that rolling back up first and then work on your form afterwards. Breathe in, roll back. And exhale, come up. If you feel any discomfort or pain with a rolling exercise, try or just lie on your back and you can rock from side to side. It's getting a little bit of a massage in there. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time, inhale, roll, and exhale, bring it up. Hands to the back now. So spread through those fingers. Move the bum back if you need to. Open through the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're going to inhale, lift the hips up. Squeeze through the glutes, breathe into the rib cage. Exhale, we lower down with control. Breathe in, lift those hips up. Press into your fingertips, the base of your fingers, your thumb, your little finger. Use your hands. So you're not just relying on the shoulders and the elbow joints and even the wrists. You're spreading that weight. Inhale, we lift up, and as well, use your feet. So use the toes, use the outer edges of your feet. Exhale, lower back down. Breathe in, we lift up, squeeze through those glutes. And exhale, we lower back down with control. Inhale, lift up, squeeze through the glutes. And exhale, lower back down. Last two here, breathe in, we lift. And breathe out, we lower. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out, we lower. Okay, so we're going to turn the hands. So fingers in towards your hips this time. So relax through the lower part of your body. Inhale, bend the elbows out and back. As you exhale, push into the hands. Breathing in, you're bending the elbows back, and exhale, you're pushing into the hands. Notice you just come off your sit bones as you bend the elbows, and then you come up high on those bony bits on your bum when you push up. Inhale and exhale. So strengthening the backs of the arms, the shoulders here. Exhale, push up. We're going to add the legs. This is optional. You're going to lift the legs up into tabletop. Bend the knees, squeeze the knees and the feet together. Inhale, you bend the elbows, stretch through those legs. Exhale, you push up with the hands, you bend the knees. So breathe in and breathe out. Easier version, if you want, for the legs, you stretch one leg and bend in. So do 5 on one side and then switch. Inhale and exhale. If you're finding it's too difficult with the upper part of your body, you can lower down, stay on your forearms and stretch and bend. So easier version here, you're straightening and bending. So find an option that works for you. This is the more challenging one. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, stretch and bend through those elbows. Exhale, 2 more. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Feet to the floor now. Straighten out for spine stretch. You can have your legs a little wider than hip width apart, or widen them out if you've no lower back problems. Bend the knees if you need to get your taller straight spine. Fingertips in between the legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, we slide forward. Breathe into that lower back. Shoulders stay away from the ears. And exhale, we rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. To feel it more in the legs, flex through the feet. So nice tall spine at the top. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe into the lower part of your back here. And then exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, open. Exhale, we slide forward. Inhale here, breathe into the lower back. And exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Keep the shoulders down as you breathe in. And exhale, you stretch forward. Inhale at the very end. And exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. Deep breath in, nice tall spine. Exhale, stretch forward. So you're rounding through the spine as you come forward. Flexion of the back. Inhale here. Send your breath to the lower of your back or the lower part. And as you breathe out, think of rebuilding, restacking, re-lengthening. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, slide forward. Breathe into the stretch here. And exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. We got one more. Deep breath in. Nice tall spine. Exhale, slide forward. Breathe in, feel the stretch. And exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. From here, you're going to bend your left knee out to the left. The sole of your left foot is in the inner thigh of the right. Again, you can adjust it if you need to. So you can have the foot further away from your hips. Place your right hand to the back of the right leg. You're going to reach back with that left arm, open up through the left side and start to bend through the right elbow to feel a stretch on the left side. With that left arm, we're going to reach all the way back, slip the left fingernails to the right side of the waist, using it as a lever to twist that bit further. So coming more in, or feeling the stretch that little bit more, you can stretch that right hand further towards your foot or your ankle, getting more of a bend here. Keep looking over the left shoulder. You'll also feel it in the left hip. So inhale, open. Exhale, pull with that right side or that right arm. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull that a little bit deeper. One more deep breath in. Find length on the left side. Exhale, bend through that right elbow. Feel the stretch, that bit more. And then come back to the start. So switching sides, straighten out through the left leg. The right sole of your foot is in the inner thigh or somewhere around there. That left hand is to the back of the left leg. Reach back with your right arm, look over that right shoulder, twisting, bend into that left elbow, bringing the left elbow closer to the floor on the left side. Slip the right hand to the left side of the waist, using it as a lever to twist and look over that right shoulder. Again, you have the option to go that bit further, holding something like further away, so your left foot or your left ankle, and twist. Breathe into the right hip. Find length as you inhale. As you exhale, start to bend that left elbow. Inhale and exhale, bend, go deeper into it. So try not to collapse to one side. You want to always find length in that stretching side, and then bend a little bit further into it, and then come back to the start. So 2 legs out in front for the roll up now. Feet in Pilates V. If you have any lower back problems or suffer from sciatica, just squeeze the feet together. Inhale, we reach towards our feet. Exhale, you pull back with the belly button. You're rounding through that lower spine. Come down halfway first. Notice how it feels. Inhale, scooping through the core, hold, and then exhale, bring it back up again. Inhale, you reach towards your feet. Exhale, try and roll down the whole way this time. So if you know the full version isn't for you right now, just hold at that half point. Breathe in, bring the arms up and over. Exhale, use the breath to bring you up wherever you are. Inhale, reach towards your feet. Exhale, roll down either halfway or the whole way. Now anchor with those legs. Breathe in, arms come up and over. And exhale, use the breath. Bring it all the way up. Inhale, reach towards your feet. Exhale, roll down onto the mat. So squeeze through those thighs. Your legs are going to slide, but you can still anchor with them. Inhale, arms up and over, palms up. Exhale, use the breath. Breathe in, reach towards your feet. Exhale, roll down. So even though you're stretching forward, keep the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, find length in the body. And exhale, use the breath to come up. Breathe in, stretch, reach forward. Exhale, roll down, either halfway or the full way. Breathe in, arms up and over. And exhale, use the breath to bring it up. Inhale, reach. And exhale, roll down. Scooping through the core, breathe in, arms up and over. And exhale, use the breath. Let's do one more. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, roll down, either halfway or the whole way. Inhale, arms up and over. And exhale, use that breath to come all the way up. Bend your knees here and wrap your arms around the backs of your legs, hugging in as tightly as you possibly can. So your belly is at your thighs. Now pull back with that belly button, feeling a stretch in between the shoulder blades. Drop the head down to your knees if it will rest, and really try and hold on as tightly as you can and pull back at the same time to feel a stretch in the back. Deep breath into it. Exhale out. One more deep breath in. And breathe out. Okay, we're going to roll over into all fours now. So hands in line with your shoulders, knees in line with your hips, long spine to start with. We're going to lead with the head. Inhale, we lift the head. Allow the chest to follow naturally. The belly will dip and the bum will rise into extension of your spine. As you exhale, lead with the tail. So tuck the tail under, rounding or rippling through the spine. Drop the head down, look in between the legs. Push into those hands to round out that bit more. Flexion of the back. Inhale, lift through the head. Your shoulder blades join here. Your chest will follow. The belly will dip. The bum will rise as you exhale. Tuck through the tail. Posterior pelvic your posterior pelvic tuck here is you're going to round out, push into the hands. Inhale, lift the head, the chest will naturally follow. The bum will rise into extension as you exhale. That posterior pelvic tilt is what I'm trying to say. Round out, push the floor away. Okay, come into your neutral or your natural or your neutral position in your back. Inhale, shift that body weight forward towards the fingertips. Feel a stretch in the insides of the wrists. As you exhale, bring it all the way back. Bum to your heels if you can. So you can adjust this if you need to. If you've weak wrists, elbows, shoulders, you don't have to go as far into the stretch. Or you can drop down onto your elbows as well if you want. Exhale, push it back. Breathe in and bring your body weight forward. Feel the stretch in the wrists. You feel the weight in the fingertips. And exhale, bring your bum back. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, bring it all the way back. So we're going to come back into your all fours, walk your hands forward. So before you bring the hips with you, you get that posterior pelvic tilt. So this is your anterior, your bum is in the air, you've got that dip in the lower back, you want to get rid of that. So you're tucking your tailbone under, rounding through the lower back, so your ribs and your hips are coming closer together. This is going to protect your lower back as you come into any plank position. Then start to bring the hips forward. You're lowering down onto your knees or even just in front or above the knees. Those fingers are spread. Your elbows and your wrists should be tracking your shoulders. So if they're not, you can adjust. Push into those hands so your shoulder blades move further apart. Keep that posterior pelvic tilt. Your bum is trying to disappear in between your legs. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale out. Breathe in and breathe out. 2 more here, just holding this position. And exhale out. Targeting those inner tummy muscles. Last one, inhale. And exhale out. Bend your elbows, lower your chest, your belly all the way down to the floor now. Bring your arms into that I surrender position or W-lettered shape. So try and have them to the outer edge of the mat or even maybe outside the mat, giving your chest lots of room here. Press the front of the feet into the floor. So the kneecaps are going to lift, those quads or upper thighs are engaged. Press your hips, your pubic bone into the mat. Arms are lightly placed on the floor on your mat. Inhale, we lift through the chest only. So you're leading from that thoracic or mid-spine. Exhale, you lower down with control. Keep pressing the front of the feet into the floor. Inhale, think of lengthening as you lift. And exhale as you lower down. There's not much of a push in the arms. They're just there. Inhale, we lift up. And exhale, you lower back down with control. Breathe in, we lift and lengthen. And exhale, we lower back down. We got 3 more. Breathe in, we lift, lengthen, and exhale, you lower down. So notice the lower part of your body is engaged. Everything is tight. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower back down. 1 more time. Breathe in, we lift and lengthen. And exhale, we lower back down. We're going to bring the arms with us this time. So inhale, we lift. Draw your elbows into your ribs. As you exhale, release that tightness or tension, arms back to the floor. Inhale, we lift, squeeze the elbows here, and exhale. So if this aggravates or you feel any pinching in the lower back, you can keep the fingertips on the floor and not come up as high. Inhale, add that squeeze, and exhale, release the tension, lower down. Breathe in, lift. As you come up, you should feel that your legs want to lift. Press the toenails into the floor. Inhale and exhale, lower back down. Breathing in, we're lifting up and lengthening. Squeeze the elbows into the ribs. Exhale, lower down slowly. And we got last one. Breathe in, we lift and lengthen. And exhale, we lower down. Hands out in front, stack the hands, rest the head. Gently rock from side to side here. Feeling a nice release or massage on those thighs, the hip flexors. And then let go of the legs. Hands to the lower part of your back for double leg kick. So you're holding your hands, or you're holding a hand. Allow the elbows to rest either side of the waist. So you're framing your waist with your elbows. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, you kick twice. Heels, snap kick twice. Exhale, stretch, lengthen, lift. Breathe in, you kick twice. And exhale, you stretch, lengthen, lift. Think of your neck as an extension to that spine. So you're not lifting the head up and trying to strain. You want to look down, stretch, breathe in, we kick twice. If you find it's hard to straighten through the arms, you can just reach back with the two arms. So inhale, kick twice, exhale, stretch. Trying to lift those knees up off the floor, stretch through the legs, feel the back of the body working. Inhale, we kick, kick, exhale, we stretch and lengthen. Breathe in, we kick, kick, and exhale, we stretch and lengthen. Breathe in, kick twice, exhale, stretch and lengthen. Last two here, breathe in, kick, kick, exhale. One more time, breathe in, and breathe out and release. Hands in underneath the shoulders. Push yourself all the way up. Widen through the knees and the feet. Sink the hips back to your heels and just rock from side to side. So you just bring the body weight from your right to your left, up on the fingertips. Push the armpits down to the floor. Feel it in the armpits, the chest, the shoulders. You're going to stack those arms now, or stack the forearms. Bring the top of your head to your forearms. So not your forehead, the top of your head. And you're going to lift the hips up. Okay, so feeling a stretch in the spine again. Inhale and exhale out. One more deep breath in. Inhale and exhale. Pushing yourself up, come over onto your side now. So start off on your right side. You're going to lower down all the way. Lengthen through that right arm, rest your ear on your bicep, and have a look down. You should be able to see your toes. So if you can't see your toes, you move the legs forward from the hips. Now ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, they're stacked. Make sure that left hip isn't dropping back. You want to have it stacked over that right hip. If you're bony in the hips, sometimes you can place something in underneath your hips, or don't lift as high, or maybe even lift one leg. So two legs hovering off the floor. So think centimeters, not inches. Rest that top arm on your side. Any neck problems, you can bend the elbow in underneath your head, but let the head go. Soften the gaze or close the eyes here. Engage through the core. So you're trying to close or shorten that gap between your ribs and your hips. Breathe deeply into the rib cage. Exhale out fully, let go of the breath. Adding your kick here if you want. So inhale, you kick forward from that left hip joint. Exhale, you bring it back to the start. Breathe in, you kick forward. And exhale, you bring it back. Inhale, we kick. And exhale, we bring it back to the start. Breathe in, you kick forward. And exhale, bring it back. Inhale. So you're trying to isolate that left hip again. No movement from the rest of the body. Inhale as we kick. Exhale as we bring it back. Breathe in, we kick forward, and exhale, bring it back to the start. Last two here. Breathe in and breathe out. And one more time. Inhale and breathe out. Lower the legs down. Soften through that right knee, so slight bend in it. And you're going to bend your elbow underneath your head, either in a side sit-up position, like me, or you can drop down onto a bent elbow if that's more comfortable. So you're going to flex through that left heel, and you're going to tap in front of the right leg and then behind the right leg. So more challenging, you straighten through that right leg and you tap. But you want to keep the upper body strong and steady. You mightn't actually hit the floor, but that movement of going in front and behind, moving through the hip, you'll feel it in your obliques as well. Inhale and exhale. Keep the chest open. Press the right side of the rib cage into the floor. Inhale and exhale. Nearly there. Breathe in and breathe out. Last time. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to add more movement. So soften through that right knee again. Breathe in, we lift. Point, exhale, we flex and lower. Breathe in, we lift and point through that left leg. And exhale, we flex and lower. Breathing in, squeeze the toes together as you lift. Exhale, flex the foot. Try and separate the toes as you lower. Breathe in, point and lift. And exhale, you flex and lower. Breathe in, we point and lift. And exhale, we flex and lower. Let's do 4 more. Breathe in, point and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, point, lift up. And exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, point and lift. And exhale, flex and lower. One more time. Breathe in, point and lift. And exhale, flex and lower. Reach behind. Take hold of your left foot for a quadricep stretch or your quad stretch. So you're pushing forward with that left thigh, feel it in the hip flexors too. Kick into your hand and bend your left elbow behind. Feel the stretch further or deepen. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. 2 more breath cycles here. Breathe in and breathe out, let it go. Last one, inhale and exhale, let it go. So let go of the left leg. You're going to roll over onto your back here. Before we do the other side, we're going to do some oblique work on your back. So 2 arms out to either side. You're going to straighten through the right leg. Keep the left knee bent with the left foot on the floor. Deep breath in here. As you exhale, bring your 2 hands to the outside of the left leg. Lift up through that left leg, straighten it out. And then inhale, back to the start. Knees bent, foot on the floor. Exhale, we bring it up. And inhale, open out wide. Exhale, and inhale, open. Breathe out, and inhale, open up. Breathe out, cross over, stretch through that left leg. Inhale, open. Exhale, stretch and squeeze through the obliques. Inhale, so your side tummy muscles. Breathe out, and inhale. Easier version here. You can keep the knee bent. Bring the arms over to the opposite or to the side of that left leg at the same time. Exhale and inhale. Breathe out, bring it up. And inhale, one more time. Breathe out, bring it up. And inhale. Now, 2 hands to the outside of that left leg. You can have the knee bent or you can straighten and flex. Pull the left knee towards your right shoulder. At the same time, press the lower back into the floor. You will feel the stretch obviously in the back of that left leg and maybe the outside, the IT band, but also, or hopefully you'll feel a stretch going into the lower back slightly. Press the lower back into the floor, pull the left leg across. If the stretch, or if you can only feel it in the leg, it's completely clouded by the leg stretch, bend the knee and pull across that way, okay? Deep breath in and breathe out. Bend through that left knee, bring it to the floor, straighten it out or slide it out straight. Bend through your right knee now, arms out wide, deep breath in. Exhale, we cross over. Straighten through the right leg. Inhale, open out again. Breathe out, we stretch. Squeeze through those obliques. Inhale, open. Exhale, stretch. And inhale, open out. Breathe out, stretch. And inhale, we open up. Breathe out, stretch and squeeze. So your easier version, you can keep the knee bent. Or you can actually keep the foot on the floor if you want as well. Exhale, we stretch. Squeeze through those obliques. Inhale, open out. Breathe out, stretch and squeeze. And inhale, open out. Breathe out, stretch and squeeze. Inhale. You'll feel the tightening in the waist when you breathe out with that HA sound. Inhale, open out. 2 more, breathe out, stretch. And inhale. Last one, breathe out, stretch and squeeze through the obliques. And inhale, open out. So you're going to straighten through that right leg now. 2 hands to the outside of the right leg, either bent knee or straighten out and flex. Pull the right knee over towards your left shoulder or up towards your left shoulder. Press the lower back into the floor. Feel the stretch, hopefully going into that lower back. Breathe into it. Inhale and exhale. Again, if you can only feel it in the leg, bend the knee. So pull across, at the same time anchor and press the lower back into the floor. Notice if you feel it more on one side. Inhale and exhale. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Bend that right knee into your chest, bend the left knee in, deep breath in. Exhale, rock up into a seated position. Legs to the right, lower down onto your left side here. So starting off in that sideline balancing position, you're resting your left ear onto your left bicep. That left palm is up towards the ceiling. Everything is long. You're going to float the legs up a couple of centimeters. Allow the shoulders to relax, the head to relax. Engage through the tummy muscles and add your kick if you want to. Inhale and exhale. So I think I forgot to say it on the other side. If you need, you can place a hand out in front for balance if you're going to topple. Inhale as you kick forward, exhale as you bring it back. Breathe in, kick forward, and exhale, bring it back to the start. Breathe in, kick, and breathe out back to the start. Inhale, kick forward, and exhale, bring it back. Inhale, kick forward, And exhale. So notice if there's any movement in the body, or if you're holding onto any tension, maybe in your shoulders or your neck, let it go. Relax through that right shoulder, breathe in, kick forward, exhale, bring it back. Isolating through that right hip here. Breathe in and breathe out, bring it back to the start. Inhale, kick forward, and exhale, back to the start. Last two, breathe in and breathe out. One more time, inhale, we kick, and exhale, we bring it back. So coming into that side sit-up position here, or just bend your elbow and rest the head down. Soften through that left knee, flex through the right foot. So you're going to tap in front and behind. Inhale and exhale. Trying to keep the upper body as strong and as steady as possible, which is quite difficult. You're moving forward and back, tapping the heel to the floor. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, inhale. Movement is quite fast. Inhale, exhale, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Nearly there. Last breath cycle and release. You can soften again or bend through that left knee if you feel uncomfortable, or keep the leg somewhat straight. We're going to breathe in, point and lift. Exhale, we flex and lower down. Inhale, we point and lift. And exhale, flex and lower. Breathe in, point, and exhale, flex and lower. Squeeze the toes as you lift it up. Separate as you bring it down. Breathe in, we point, and breathe out, we flex. Inhale, point, lift. Exhale, flex and lower. Breathe in, point and lift, and exhale, flex and lower. Last two here, inhale and exhale. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Reach back with that top hand or your right hand. Take hold of your right foot. Push forward with the right hip and feel the stretch in the front of the leg. Kick into your hand and start to bend the elbow behind, releasing through that right shoulder. Deep breath in and breathe out. Last breath cycle here, holding it. And exhale. Bend the two knees. You're going to push yourself up. Swing the legs forward. Excuse me. So bring the soles of your feet together, holding onto your ankles, the knees out to either side. You're just going to butterfly the knees in or open, close, or up and down. And then walk the hands to the toes. If you can't get your toes, just hold on to the knees. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, bend. You're folding the upper body down, bending those elbows in towards your hips, feeling the stretch deep in the inner thighs. The hips are opening out. Feel it in the back as well as you pull that bit forward or a little bit more forward. And then release. Two legs together now. Grab a top or a blanket if you're cold. So you're going to inhale, open through the chest, and exhale, roll all the way down onto the mat, allowing your body fall into whatever shape or position feels comfortable for you. So just the arms and the legs should be rested wherever they are. There should be no tension in the arms or the legs. So close the eyes over or soften the gaze, allowing the back of your body to melt and sink into the floor, into your mat. Take a deep breath in, allow the breath to reach that lower tummy. And as you breathe out, allow the back of the body to just let go. Feel heavier and melt into your mat. Wiggle your toes here a little bit and then allow them to let go. Moving up through the feet, the ankles, the lower part of your legs feeling heavier. Softening through your knees, those thighs. Send your breath all the way down to your thighs. As you breathe out, allow them to melt into the floor. Moving up through the hips, the lower part of your body, letting go. Take your attention to your hands now. Maybe move through the hands or the fingers. Very small movements, and then allow them to release. The arms heavier, the wrists, the elbows soft and relaxed. The shoulders relaxed and heavy. Your breathing slowing down. Your head heavy in the mat, soften through the muscles in the face. Maybe move your jaw from side to side and then let it go. Notice the stillness in your body. And naturally, your attention will focus on your breath, the only movement, that natural flow or rhythm of the breath in, filling up, and the breath out, letting go. Following your natural rhythm, following your breath. Allow yourself to let go on every level. And now wriggle through the fingers, through the toes. Maybe gently move the head from side to side. Allowing your body wake up slowly, bit by bit. Point, flex through the feet. And when you're ready, slide the feet in, bending the knees up towards the ceiling. Allow your knees fall to the right here and just turn your head to the left. Breathe into the left side of the body. Slowly, carefully bring the knees back through the middle. Allow the knees fall to the left. Turn your head to the right. Feel the breath on the right side. And then bring it back to the center. Two knees coming in. Wrapping your arms around your legs, rock from side to side. Then place the hands to the backs of the legs. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Roll up into your seated position. Thank you everybody for doing Pilates with me this morning. I really hope you enjoyed the class, and if you haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and maybe check out some of the other videos. And see you tomorrow.